In January, I read 2 books. Very happy with just focusing on reading less. I read The Women by Kristen Hanna. This book was so well written. I really enjoyed it. I honestly think this could be a top read for me this year. I also know that there is some discussion surrounding making sure you're reading books by Vietnamese authors, or like showing the perspective of the Vietnamese during the Vietnam War. This just focuses on the women in the US who went over and served as nurses in the military, and the impact that had, the impact that the war had on them and their mental health and all that. So this is a very impactful story, but I also think that I'm now going to be adding some of those other books to my TBR to also get the Vietnamese perspective. I think that's important. I also read Pictures of You by Emma Gray. And this book, I felt conflicted on. It started strong, then I was a little bit bored. Then I didn't really like the flashbacks of like when she was like in high school. There's just a lot, like look up like trigger warnings. It's just like there's some heavier topics for sure going on in there. I don't know that it was executed well though. It's almost giving like, I wish I could explain this. If I was like rating this book, I think I would give it like a 3.5 out of 5 or something. It wasn't horrible, but it just was missing something for me. It just did not feel completely believable. It felt almost childish. The main character, she like just only remembers, last thing she remembers, she was 16. So I understand that's gonna play a role, but it just felt off. I don't really think it's a book you need to run out to go read. 3.5 out of 5 probably. And then The Women by Kristen Hanna, I would give a 5 out of 5.